So I decided to separate these sample questions out from the explanation of the test that we did in probably the previous video. So here they give you like 15 sample questions in 7 minutes, where on the actual test you have about 30 minutes and 40 questions for the bronze. So we're just going over bronze information today. Let's take a look at what kind of questions that we actually have. So first, what image matches the sentence being said?
1番
This is a bear.
So it's probably not a bear.
2番
This is an elephant.
It's even less likely it's an
3
elephant.
番
This is a lion.
So with these questions, usually you just need to know a specific keyword and you can get them right.
1番 I have 2 cats.
2 cats is probably cats. They look like
2番
otters though.
I have 2 dogs. 3
I
番
think they're cats.
I have 2 birds.
They're probably not birds.
できたね
So, and then the inverse of that, we also have a section here. Let's check out that first. It's what sentence matches the image instead of what image matches the sentence. So,
It's very heavy.
so this guy, which one looks heaviest? So heavy would be the keyword here. Once again, I think usually if you can pick up on a single keyword, you'll be able to do these.
Today, we're having soup.
Soup. So find the soup. Boom.
できたね
Now let's take a look at the yes or no questions here.
Do you have bananas? 1番 Yes, I do. 2番 No, I have lemons. 3番 No, I have cherries.
So we look at the picture. She's asking for bananas. She says, no, I got lemons. We don't see any lemons. So she's obviously lying to us here. So, but the last one, she says cherries. So we say yes. And on the actual test, you can only listen to it once, or they sometimes play them twice, depending on the question. But here you can listen to it as many times as you want. So this probably, is that bike new or old or whatever.
Is that a new bike?
1番 Yes, it is. 2番 No, it's old. 3番 No, it's black.
Is that a new bike? No, it's black. It's a weird way to answer, but again, new. Is that new? So you pick up on the keyword new, and since it's like shiny and stuff, you say yes. So you need to know what yes and no means, and then new, old, and colors.
できたね
Next, let's go to the 3-hint quiz. So they're going to tell us 3 things about themselves, and we'll have to guess.
I'm singing.
Singing.
I'm round.
Round.
I'm yellow.
Yellow.
What am I?
So in this case, we want to try and pick up on all 3 keywords if possible. So if we just got singing, we'd have, it could be 3, 4, or 6. And I'm round. If you get round, yeah, depending on the keyword, you can narrow it down really easily. So it's already 6 at this point. And I'm yellow. Again, there's only one yellow guy here. So this one was actually pretty easy because besides singing, the other 2 hints only relate to this one guy here.
I'm long.
Long. Okay.
I'm eating.
Eating.
I'm green. What
Green.
am I?
I think green is a very easy keyword here. Again, once you get the a keyword that only relates to one of them, it can be pretty easy to figure out the answer. But again, at the higher levels or of these tests, it's going to get a lot more complicated, and a single keyword might not give you the answer.
できたね
All right, let's look at what image
さあ、やってみよう
fits the situation or the conversation, or the conversation. So we're gonna hear these people talking, and then we're gonna have to figure out which of these 4 images is correct.
Can I turn on the TV?
Yes, you can.
This one I think is actually pretty tough. Can I turn on the TV? So obviously, I'm presenting this in English, and if you understand like very much at all of what I'm talking about, you probably know immediately the answer to all of these. But if you consider this, you're a kid learning a second language that you don't normally speak otherwise, this is pretty tough. So if you hear keywords like TV and on, you might think number 2 because there's a TV and it's already on, right? Can I turn on the TV? So in this situation, you really need to think of the temporal aspects of the situation, which I think make this question a lot harder than people would probably assume from just showing it here.
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, Bob.
So they're just saying good morning, but I guess he sounds kind of tired. So you can sometimes actually figure out the answer to these questions from the way a character sounds. Like if you have to select between like a girl and a boy and which one is speaking, you can often tell based on the voice in these questions. So that can be kind of useful. So this guy sounds tired, so that is his name Bob, did she say?
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, Bob.
I don't know, it looks like Bob is her son, and that sounds like not a kid name or what you'd call a name, maybe Robbie or something, I don't know.
できたね
So the next is asking people. So I guess this is asking like what you did or what you liked, and there can be multiple answers. In this case, it says at the top there are 3 answers to this question.
What do you see, Mike?
What do you see?
I see my school, 2 trees, and a brown train.
Brown train. Trees, school, trees, train. So, like previously, like with the 3-hint quiz, you kind of need to pick up on these keywords. But unlike before, it's more important that you catch all 3 words. Because with the 3-hint quiz, as we said, you could just get yellow or green, one single word, and know the answer. This one, you need all 3.
できたね
So now let's go to the what should you do section. And I guess the teacher will tell the kid to do something, and we'll have to decide what it is here.
Can you clean the window? Sure.
So we have 2, if you just picked up on window, you'd have 3 and 5 here. So clean, 3. So this one is, I'd say, more difficult than some of the previous questions, because you need at least 2 keywords, right? Depending on the question.
Draw a picture. Okay.
Draw a picture. So this one, draw and picture, I guess both relate only to 6, unless you assume that like 1 or 4 or whatever has a drawing or a picture.
できたね
And just for reference, there's this challenge corner at the end of the actual test as well, where they ask you questions that they don't actually mark you
もう一回や
on.
ってみよう
for anything.
Do you want to go to the beach?
So do you want to go to the beach? And these, I don't even know why they include these in the test. It's just like you can say yes or no, and it won't make any difference in the actual situation. So let's say no, we don't want to go to the beach right now. We're feeling a little bit sick.
Hello, I'm Dorian. Do you like summer?
Do you like summer? Sure. It gets really hot in Japan. I don't think people understand. Summer's quite hot.
もう一回やってみよう.
So that is just a basic overview, I'd say, of what kind of questions show up on these tests. And I think actually if you select these again, the question you get might be randomized in these samples here. Or maybe not, I'm not sure. But there are quite a few questions just that you can test out on the site to see your child's level of English already. And if you go and purchase the web application, the website membership, I guess, that you can use for a limited amount of time. We only purchase the 1 month period. You get like a whole bunch of mini games and then I think 24 practice tests that are very similar to these that we just did here. So these questions give you, I think, a good idea of where you are, and if you can get them all right, no problem, you can probably pass the Eiken Bronze here. So that was just some very simple English training that we did there. And I use very similar things here to help my son learn English. But I also use a lot of just random questions and stuff here and there. But if I speak to him too much in English, he just gets upset. So tells me just speak Japanese like a normal person or whatever. But yeah, all right. So remember to level up your English as well.